Hey there everyone, welcome to another video of FoxAndroid. So in this video we're gonna learn how to ask multiple permissions into our Android application, right? As you guys know that the real life apps needs multiple runtime permissions from the user to work properly, right? For example, accessing the find location, reading the contacts of the user, so on and so forth. And with the latest privacy policies of the Android, the things has been changed a little bit, right? It is a bit difficult to implement these things, so we'll learn today how to implement this using Java as the backend language. So let me just demonstrate what we can get by the end of this video. So if I just open up an app, so this is the app, multiple permissions app, right? If I just open it up, so it asks for the permission when as soon as it launches, right? So the very first permission it asks for the device location, right? So let me just allow this while using the app. Then it asks for the record audio. I'll just allow this as well. Then at the last it asks for the accessing the photos and media on device location, right? So if you guys want to implement the same to your Android application, make sure you watch this video till the end. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving notifications of the upcoming videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So first thing first, whatever permissions do you want for your application at the runtime, you should declare those in the manifest file. So we'll just open up this Android manifest file. So here at the top, we'll define those permissions. So let me just quickly do that. So okay, here I have declared the 4 permissions. Basically these 2 permissions are same, but if you want to use the find location, then you have to declare the course location as well. So that's why I have defined both of them. So you can consider these permissions as 3 permissions. The location permission to read the external storage and to record audio, right? Now we'll just go to our main activity, and here I'm going to declare some variables. So let me just quickly do that as well. So okay guys, I have declared the 4 variables. These 3 variables are just to let us know if these permissions has been granted or not. Initially I have set it to false. That means we'll just let at the start of this activity that these permissions are not granted, right? If it is true, that means the permission has been granted. Then I have declared this activity result launcher. So basically before I guess SDK 28 there was a method start activity for result that has been deprecated. So as an alternate for that we have this activity result launcher, so we'll be using that. So the very first thing is we are going to create a method that will not return anything. So private void request permission, right? It will not take any arguments as well. So basically what this method will do is first it will check if any of these permission is granted or not, and accordingly it will update these variables. And based on these variables, for example, if this permission has been granted, then it will add this and this permission to our string array, right? So let me just do that. So here you can see that at the start of this method, whenever this method will be called, these 3 variables will be updated. So we are checking here if the permission has been granted, then this variable will be set to true, otherwise it will remain false, right? So we have checked all these 3 permissions if it has been already granted or not. Then after that we are going to declare a list of type string, right? and we'll name it as permission request because it will contain all the permission strings, right, that we'll need. Right, so we have passed all the permissions that we need to this particular method. Now we will need to declare this method, this mPermission result launcher. So we'll do that in onCreate. So mPermission launcher is equal to register for activity result. So the very first thing we'll pass is new activity result contracts dot request multiple permissions, right? And the second one will be new activity result callback method, right? So here we will get the result of all the permissions in this particular variable, right? So here we'll check if result dot get and we'll pass the object key here. So manifest dot permission. So the very first permission was to read external storage. So if this is not equal to null, then we'll update our variable is read permission granted is equal to this particular thing, right? Similarly, we'll do that for other two permissions. So okay, we are done with all these things, right? We have requested for all these three permissions, and in the result we have checked if any of this we have passed the key, right? The result is a map where the key is a string and the value will be a boolean type. So we have checked if this is not equal to null, so we'll not get any error. Then we have updated our variables, right? So this is how these permission thing work. So let me just install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So first we need to uninstall this because the permissions has been already granted. So let me just uninstall this. Now we are going to install this app. So okay, the pop-up for the permission didn't pop up because we forgot to call this method. So after this we need to call this method request permission, right? So let's just rerun the app. So you can see that while using the app and allow, right? Let us just close this app now, open again. Now no permission has been asked for because we already checked here. All the 3 permissions has been granted and this particular thing is empty. This particular list is empty. So this method was not called. So this is how we ask multiple permissions using Java as the backend language. So I hope that you guys have understood the code. In case of any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section or you can DM me on Instagram. And if you want the source code for this particular thing, then you should check out our Discord server. There you can get the source code of all the videos that I have put on my channel. And in case you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving notification of the upcoming videos. So that is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.